President Donald Trump said on Saturday that he's considering a short-term quarantine of hotspots in parts of the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, where cases continue to rise. New York State has the highest number of cases of COVID-19 in the United States, with more than 52,000 cases. I'm joined by Stella Noella Tetero, a student at Columbia University in New York, to explain the current mood. Hi, Stella.
Hello, how are you doing?
It's nice to see you. Yeah, so tell us, what's the state of the COVID-19 in New York in particular?
So as you just mentioned, New York is basically the hotspot of the COVID-19 in the United States, with about half of the cases in the country. Yesterday, the cases in the United States just peaked and were the highest in the world, basically higher than China and Italy that have been the hotspot. And currently, life in New York is very different from what we're used to. Yeah. Even though there's not like an official lockdown, a lot of people are staying at home, working from home. Classes are not in session. Everything has been moved online, and it's quite disturbing, honestly, to see the city this quiet. A city like New York this quiet, and basically no one on the streets.
There's a possibility of a pending lockdown for New York in particular. What does this mean for you? And let's talk as a student in your capacity. What does this mean to you as a student?
Okay, thank you. So as students here at Columbia University, we've basically been on an unofficial lockdown since the last 2 weeks. All classes have been moved online. Only a limited number of people are allowed on campus. A lot of the students were sent home. Most of the students who remain are as international students who cannot leave the country for various reasons. So even if there is a statewide lockdown, it won't change life as has been the last 2 weeks, at least here at Columbia University. Since everything has been moved online, people have already left campus, left the state if they don't live here.
Today we see the US as one of the countries that's having surging numbers of the coronavirus. And we also see that not so much is being really imposed to prevent further spread. What's your take on that?
I mean, it's a difficult situation, both for the US and the rest of the world, because a lot has to be considered before any extreme measures can be taken. Here in the US in particular, a lot of people work not on a salary basis, they work per hour. So if their workplace is shutting down and the economy is going down, then a lot of unemployment is going to be created. And that has been seen even the past few weeks. Unemployment claims in the US have risen to the highest level in history. So I believe that the authorities are doing what they can, both to protect the public health, but also think about the economy and all other aspects of life that will continue even beyond COVID-19, even when things get better.
Okay, and maybe as we conclude, what's the current, how responsive are people towards the potential lockdown, and then how are you coping?
So like I said, people are responsive, but also taking into account other aspects of their lives. So people who work in grocery stores, as much as they want to comply with staying at home, they still need to make salaries. They still need to be paid and feed their own families. And they still need to open for people like us who will go into these grocery stores every day. But people who can do it are definitely staying at home. Every time you go outside to get food, to go to the pharmacy, you only see those essential workers outside their homes. Everyone else is definitely complying. And I believe that's how it's going to be moving forward. A lot of us students are just hunkered down in our dorms, only leaving to get food or medicine if needed.
All right. Thank you so much, Stella. Stay safe.
Thank you too.
Yeah.